how is that we are suffering from water? And how is that we are suffering from the flood? And Chennai city is also the city of rivers, urban rivers. We've got 3 rivers beautifully geographically distributed across different parts of the city. On the north, you got what is called Araniyar and Kosastaliyar, and with its tributary of Nandiyar, Nagariyar, which comes from Andhra Pradesh. It carries such a lot of water and drains into Bay of Bengal in a place called Ennur and then in a place called Pulikat Lake. Okay. Now, in 2015, this river carried something like 140 cusecs of water. Huge. You will see that kind of water only in Kaveri, but you had seen that water in Arniyar, Kosastaliyar, huge quantity of water. And again, Kuvum River, which is flowing through the central part of the city, carried something like 97,000 cusecs of water in 2015. And Adaya River, which is on the southern part of Chennai, carried 105,000 cusecs of water in 2015. And you see, all these rivers carry water from its own catchment, and also because of the upstream water bodies overflow. These water bodies overflow and then carry water to the Chennai city and finally goes to the Bay of Bengal. And please remember that this is the upstream watershed. This upstream watershed is again linked to the upper reaches up to 200 kilometers distance. So Chennai city is a kind of a drainage basin for a huge stretch of the catchment area in the upstream. So when there is a huge rainfall, Chennai city has got to drain this river, and that is why we have these 3 urban rivers, which happen to be the hydrological the blessing for Chennai city. And now on top of that, we also have got in the upstream large number of water bodies. So with this kind of the water bodies and with this kind of a setting, this kind of a rainfall, I am asking a very thought-provoking question: how can Chennai city suffer from flood as well as the drought? You have place where you can store water and you get rainfall, and you can't suffer from water because there is a good drainage system. Apart from the 3 major rivers, there are 32 macro-micro drains, natural macro-micro drains, which can drain water into the Bay of Bengal. With all this network, and I'm very surprised how it can happen. So that is why it is very important for us to understand the situation, the location of Chennai city. So that is why one has to really undertake what is called a situation analysis. See, quite apart from this, we also have got an excellent, very, very good the wetlands, natural wetlands. There is a Pallikerne Marsh. Many people would have known about that. Original area under this Pallikerne Marsh was 52 square kilometers, which is now reduced to something like 5 or 6 square kilometers. Quite pathetic. You have really encroached. It used to drain, it used to absorb the drainage water from 115 water bodies in the upstream. So it used to flow under, and that is the kind of a water body that we have had, which attracted, I tell you, thousands and thousands of birds, and biodiversity was excellent. Today it's destroyed, and it gets a sewage, and with corporation dumping their solid waste, with the legacy waste becoming a huge problem. It's a pathetic, and the ecological hotspot is in a way is almost lost, and a very little bit is now available. Again, and the coastal wetlands, we got a fantastic coastal wetlands. So this is a setting. Given all this setting, and I just have to throw this question to all of you: how can Chennai city suffer from flood, and how can Chennai city also suffer from the scarcity of water?